Okay, everyone, so I'm almost finishing. I give myself a head start on the other oval so I can explain better to you guys. So basically it's just repeating what I told you to do. And I was saying 4, I think I had said 4 on the other, when I started that we were going to do 4, but it's not my mistake for saying that. So it's always 3 and just 1 per stitch. Now, I've already completed this oval here and I moved my markers up, and I'm going to explain to you how you're going to do that, okay? So where we usually start to the other side, okay? Or actually, you're gonna count from where you usually start, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, put your marker. Okay, normally we usually do it until 34. This time you're going to go up 2 more. So you're going to put on your 36th, on the 2 chain there, after your 36, between 36 and 37. Okay, so you're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And on your 12, you're going to put the next marker. So you're going to move it from where you have it there, bring it up. Now on this side, because we have to do a few more, we're supposed to have a total of 39, okay? But we still have, I have 36 and you'll have 36, obviously, but we need to complete 3 more here. When we come around it, that's what I'm going to start doing next. If you count from the right after the marker here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, and I just finished doing 39 and I've put in my marker, okay? And then, of course, I already have the marker there because I know that's exactly where I need to land with the 12. So we're going to have 12 from marker, okay, from this marker to this marker, 12 there, 39 on this side and 39 on this side. That's why I'm still going to complete 3 more here because we have 36, okay? So nothing to it. And if you get confused, all you have to do is like count from the middle here, okay? We're in the middle here, so you need to count 6, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold on. So we're at 39, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now that's counting as 10 here, right? But when you do the groups, that's going to be 12. And from here to here, okay? Anyway, I took the marker out and then I'll mark it as you will see. So after your 39th, mark, okay? And then you need to count 12 and then you mark again. So I've done my 2 chains. Now I'm going to come into where I have the marker. Next one, not on the same one. I don't know what I was thinking. And then you continue to do 1, 2, and 3. So what you're going to do is you're going to move your marker to that 2 chain. Okay? Has to be 12 on the oval. So my marker is here. So you're going to count that as 1 already. Okay. So you 1, 2 chain into the next one. This would be 2 until you get 12. Okay. And then you have to put your marker on there. And then I keep talking, obviously, because I have to explain and then I get confused and can't see nothing with the camera in my face. Then I'm pulling all my threads. Oh my God, Maggie, get it together, girl. Oh my goodness. Into the next one. And then just pull everything through. So you have 2 already. 2 chain into the next one. And 3. So I'm going to count 12, then come back to you and put the marker. Okay, everyone, pretty much finished my 39 on this side. You have to have 39, not of the groups, but of the 2 chain, okay? And here you must have 12. So I have, just put it down so you guys can see better, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And then 1, 2, 3, 39 of 2 chains on this side, and 39, 1, 2, 3 on that side. 39, then you put your markers on for the 12. So once you've done, counted the 39, and then you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and on your 12. So you should have 2 chains of 39 on each side. If you don't, then you must have made a mistake, and that's easy to correct. You can just add some on. I had one that I had to add on that I was missing. I probably missed a stitch on previous row or something like that. But I added on here. So I put, instead of going into the next one, I added going into creating the next group. I've put on the same stitch as the last group, okay? And this way it gave me the 39. So I was missing one. You can do the same thing. Probably I missed down here somewhere. And it is what it is. Sometimes mistakes happen, right? And I think my mistake, not sure, but I tried looking at it, but I can't figure it out. Probably came already from the beginning, but I'm not too sure of what I did wrong. But anyway, it doesn't matter. I fix it. There's 39 on this side of the 2 chain, 39 of the 2 chain on this side, and 12 chains on the oval. Okay? Okay, you guys. So we completed row 11. Now, this is very simple, row 11. I'm going to come into the next 2 chain with a single. I think I'm going to do only 1 chain because my thread is so thick. So this is like a double crochet and double crochet and double crochet. So we're going to have 39 spaces here of the 2 chain with 3 double crochets on this side and also on this side. 39 spaces of 2 chain on this side also. Where we have the 12 marker to marker, we're going to be doing 4 double crochets. So no chain space. 1, 2, 3, into the next one. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and I'll meet you at the mark point. Now we know we have 12 on the oval to do a 4 double crochets. So obviously my 39 will be here because, you know, we came all the way back here already. Okay. Okay, everyone. So I've done already 35 groups of 3 until before my marker of the 12. 35 groups of 3. That means when I come around, after I've completed my oval here, I have 36, 37, 38, and 39. Okay, that will be the completion of the 39 this way, and then the 39 this way. And over here, we'll be doing the 4 double crochets. Okay. That's why I said you have to have the right amount on both sides, which, like I said, if you're missing, like I was missing 1, I just added in. It's not the end of the world. So coming in where my marker is and doing the 4 double crochets. I don't want to pull on these strings, doesn't look pretty. That's the thing of working with thick thread. I mean, it advances quite a bit and your patterns become big. But when you miss a string, it's terrible. Okay, so on to the next one. 1. And of course, you have to do both ovals the same way. 2, 3, and 4 into the next one. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we got to do that 12 times and then go back into the 39 on the other side. So we're going to do 12 times. I have 3 done already. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And then I start the 39 with 3 double crochet. So I'll meet you at the end of row 12. Okay. Okay, everybody. So I finished row 12, going to row 13, and I'm going to start off where I had closed in with slip stitch. I'm coming in with the orange. I like my pattern to start getting some color. So I'm just going to bring that string a little bit more up because we don't want anything to come apart, okay? And I'm going to do a slip stitch on there, okay? Now, we're going to be working in here, okay? And all of these. Stretch my thread a bit. We're going to be doing triples, 3 triples, okay? So I'm coming on this one here. And of course, this is going to be very hard for me because I have the camera in my face. I can't see my stitch. So I'm going to take out 2. Take out 2 and leave the other 2 on there, okay? Again, I'm going to roll twice and I'm going to come back. We need 3 incomplete triples. Take out 2. Take out 2. This is from my thread, which I need to just leave it somewhere over there. Okay, and then again, I'm going to roll twice again. And I'm going to come back and do again my third triple. So I've taken out the 2, and I'm going to close it all together. Okay, I'm going to roll twice again on my hook, and I'm going to come into the next one, and I'm going to do 1 triple only. Take out 2, I don't want my threads to be pulling. Okay, and then take out the last 2. Now I'm going to come behind where I have my singles, okay, and I'm going to do 1 per stitch. Right behind it you have the singles, okay. I just want to pull this together. I'm going to tuck this in after and glue it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 singles, okay. Now you're going to roll twice again, and this time it's going to be very difficult for me because my thread is very thick, but you are to come on the stitch here, okay. Try that again. So you have the 2 loops here. See if you can go through these 2 loops from that first stitch we closed in and do your triple. Like that. Okay. And actually we're not going to close it. We have to do the 3 triples. I don't know what I was thinking, people, but you're going to have to close that up. Sometimes my mind just works funny, right? Okay, so stretch your thread a bit because we're going to have to do those triples again. So coming on the next one, take out 2, take out 2 and leave the last 2. Roll twice on your hook again. Take out 2, take out 2, leave on your hook again, and 1 more. Take out 2, take out 2. I think I pulled my strings here. Don't you just love that? Okay. And now, why is it pulling? Oh, because I didn't go properly in the middle. Okay. Okay, so I don't want to lose that. Well, if I have to redo it, then I'm going to have to redo it, right? I can't see nothing in front of me, people. That's why I'm having a hard time. Obviously, when it's in my lap, I can see what I'm doing. Oh my goodness, it's not easy recording, people, let me tell you. Can't see my stitch. Okay, so we have the 4, and now we close it all together. We're going to do the triple again. Take out 2. Take out 2. and the last 2. Now we're going to come behind, and I'm going to come on the stitch right here. That means we have used that space, the one right after. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to make sure I have all my threads. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And 5. Now, we're going to roll twice again. And I'm going to come on this one here. If you find it hard to go in the stitch, like if you have a tight tension like I do, then you can just go directly in here. I think it's going to be much easier for myself. Instead of, that I roll twice, I don't even know. Instead of cracking my head with it too much. Either that or come in between the stitch like that. Pull through. Take out once, take out twice, and take out 3 times. Roll again. We're doing the 3 incomplete double crochets. 1, 2. So 3 incomplete. This is my 3rd one, and then close all together. Come into the next one. Take out 2, take out 2, and the last 2. Now, I'm just going to go on the second one here behind. So that means I'm skipping one there. One, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Again, roll twice. You either can come in the front or grab the whole thing in the back, like I showed you earlier on the previous one. Now, of course, my hook is big, my tension is tight. And like I said, if you find it hard, then you could also go around it on the other side. So I'm going to try to go through the stitch here without pulling any threads. If I feel that I'm going to have a hard time, I'm just going to go through the whole thing. Take out 2, take out 2, and the last 2. Roll twice again. Come in the next one. Take out 2, take out 2. We're doing the 3 incomplete. Take out 2, take out 2. One more. Take out 2, take out 2, and take it all together. Roll again into the next one. 1 triple only. Again, I'm going to skip 1 and I'm going to come in the next one. 1, 2, 3, don't you just love this? 4 and 5. Coming on that one we've closed. And I need to grab both loops here because it's going to pull too much if I don't. Now, I don't want to pull on my strings like I said. If I feel that I'm pulling, then I'm going to go all the way around the whole thing like I did. I got to stretch my thread, and now the 3 incomplete double crochets. Of course, everything is harder when you don't stretch the thread. Everything becomes tight like I do. I tell you guys not to do this, but yet I'm like terrible. I do it, right? Okay, so I have to do the 1 triple and then come behind. I'm going to skip 1 and I'm coming into the next one and do 5 singles. Okay, and this is how we're going to work all the way around the same way. It's a little bit of work, yes, it is, but it's worth it at the end. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. If there's any changes, I'll come back, or if I need to change something. Okay, everyone, so you remember we did those 12 4 double crochets on 12 at the oval, correct? So I've already put my marker where it starts for the oval, where we had the marker of the 12. Now here, no longer will be 5 like we did here. 1, 2, 3, what was it, 5 or 4? I can't even remember now. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, and 5. So we had done 5. Here we're going to do 6. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And one more. 6, because we're at the oval. Okay. For the 12 times there, we have to do 6. So I'm just going to come in through the 2 loops there. And continue the same way. Bring this up a little bit. Okay, into the next one. So nothing changes, just one extra stitch. Instead of being 5, it's 6. Takes a little bit longer because this is thick thread, obviously. Now, I'm going to skip one of those back there and coming into the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Should loosen this up more over here so I can go through. But you think I learned my lesson, right? I tell you guys to do it and I don't do it. Not a smart way of doing things, right? Okay, so then you continue until the other marker once you've done your 12 6 singles, okay, until here. And then we go back into the normal with the 5 singles, okay? Okay, you guys. So from marker, that's why it's very important to put the marker also. From marker to marker, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay? From marker to marker. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of singles. Okay? So you don't get confused like thinking that you have to do like 6 times singles or 12 times singles. No, it's counting already from the motive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So we have 6 of 6 singles. Okay, and then you continue back on with the 5. Okay. One, two, three, four, 5. And I made a mistake here. I have to do my, so when I get concentrate on talking to you guys, I get lost. Okay, so we have to continue to do our triple. And then I'm going to skip one. Now, here's the thing. On the oval, because we do have before double crochets, if you find that it's pulling too much back, then you can skip 2. As long as you, what's important here is how many stitch we're putting in here, all right? Because we're not skipping any of this. The stitches are going in just the same. So don't worry if you have to skip 2 or 3 when you're coming back with this triple to put the single, okay? Like here, you see I skipped 2, I went into the 3rd. So you can do the same thing also. This is not important, the bottom count. Now it's important is the top count, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then come back to where you've closed off. So I hope you guys understood what I said. What's very important is the count of the stitching here and not so much of the back rows. So you can skip 2 or even 3 for some of you, depending upon your tension, or skip 1. Okay? Because we don't want it to be falling sideways either. We want this more or less straight into place. Okay? Okay? We don't want it to be pulling this way. We want it to fall straight more or less. So here, as you can see, I have skipped 2. Here I skipped 3. Skipped 1. So it all depends where it's going to fall more or less. Okay, as long as you have the count, these 6 singles in there 12 times, or even the 5 on there, because it's impossible to miss because we have to work on each of these motifs here, correct? Okay, so I'll meet you at the end of my row. You have to do the same thing to the other side. Make sure you do put your markers on, you know, to make sure that you do have the right count, on that oval, okay? Okay, everyone, so I'm on the other oval. I have my marker on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Then I go back into the 5. So I have to have 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of 6 singles, okay? So you can't miss it. If you have done every single one of these motifs here, you should be good. Even if you skip 1 or 2 or 3 here at the oval. The other ones here, I have skipped by 1. That was good enough for me. But everybody's tension is different, okay? So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I do much better with this on my lap than having my arms stretched out and the camera in front of me here. And then I'm going to come and close it up where we've closed up the 3 triples and that 1 triple, okay? So I had it exactly on the nose. Everything worked out just perfect for me. This next row, I don't know why this one keeps jumping because it's thick probably. This next row is going to be about singles. So I have to count to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Did I do it right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Just going to put it here so it doesn't get in my way. It's important that you put these hooks back or the markers back so you don't get lost anywhere. Okay? Now, and I have to see if I can stitch that together, that little thread when we started the beginning. So I'm going to stretch my thread a bit. I have to mark here my rows or I'll forget. So going to row 14. Okay, so now in order for us, so I've closed in with slip stitch. Now we're going to be working grabbing these 3, that triple, the ones here and here, and we're going to be doing a single, okay? So you have to come in, stretch your thread, come in behind it, okay? You have to come behind all of them. And I know it's a little bit tight and hard, but we can do this. So come behind the other one too. And we're going to do a single. Just make sure that you're not pulling on all of those threads. I'm going to loosen up a little bit more. Okay. Behind. And then behind these 3 and behind the other triple. Come from behind and do a single. Okay, now we have the 5 singles here. We must do 5 singles. So where we have the 5 singles, and on the oval, we have to do the 6 times those singles. Okay, of course, my thread just pulled everything here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we have to grab, it's all tight now because we just closed up. We must do those 5. 1, 2, 2. I don't like when the thread pulls, not pretty. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, stretch your thread enough and go directly. So behind it, behind these 3, and behind the other one there. And do a front post single. And then again, it's tight there, but you got to make sure you grab that single. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Again, coming behind, and behind that triple. Front post single. Okay? So we can have it all nice and tied up. And then you have to come. Of course, there's a lot of threads here. It's hard for me to see the back one here. But we must do those 5 singles, okay? 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's all you have to do. And then, of course, coming here. So we have those 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We have to do the 6 singles. Okay? Make sure you're always grabbing these 3 for the front post. All right? So I'll meet you at the end of my row 14. Simple as that. Take your time with it. You don't need to rush anything. Okay? Okay, everyone. So finished row 14. Going to row 15. Now, row 15 is just single crochets all the way around. There is no increase. Okay? So I've closed in with slip stitch. We must respect every stitch that we're doing. So 1 chain coming back in and single, and then single, 2, 3, 4. So 1 per stitch, basically. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I think I overdid it here. That's supposed to be for the on top of, but I'll do it when I come back. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, so we closed in with slip stitch. I'm going into the next one, single, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Remember, we have 5 on here, and then 1 on top of that that one that we've closed all 3, the single that we've closed all in. So where we have the 6 singles, we are doing the 6 singles, and where we have the 5, we're doing the 5. So no increases, just all the way around the same way, and 1 on top of where we've closed all of the triples together. Okay, so that's all you have to do, and I'll meet you at the end of my row. Okay, everyone, so finished row 15, going to row 16. Row 16 will also be with singles, but we're going to make it a little different here. Okay, so I've closed in with slip stitch. We're going to come where we've closed the single here. Okay, so I know it's a little bit hard because the stitches are all tied up, but where we close, I'm going to grab a smaller hook just to at least show you, because it's very hard for me to see with the camera in my face. So it'll be easier if I can grab it with a small hook. So where we closed here, the single, okay, we're going to do a front post double crochet. Of course, this is a smaller hook, makes things harder for me. So front post double crochet. Okay, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have to come on that single back here because we're supposed to have like 6 singles now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then you're going to come down again. So we have this, the 2 chains here that we've closed in, okay? And do a front post double crochet. Make sure you come and grab that single here because it's hidden behind that front post. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. No, not even that. That's part of that single that we closed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, which is 6 lines right on top of that. So grabbing the 2 threads here and doing front post. Make sure you stretch it too. Okay, so we're going to continue to do that until we arrive at the marker over here where we used to do the 12, remember? Okay, so I'll meet you there. Okay, everyone. So I basically arrived at the mark point. Okay, so I'll take it down so you guys can see. We need, we're going to do an increase. We need 9 singles in here. So I'm going to come back to that one behind that front post. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 4. I'm going to do another one on the same stitch. 5, that's our increase. 2 on the same stitch. 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, comes right on top of that one there. And then we're going to do the front post. Now we're going to do this increase 6 times, exactly how we have the 6 from marker to marker. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So 6 times we need to do that. I'm coming behind here. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more on the 4th. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So your 9th is right on top. And then come and grab those 2 chains. Make sure it's 2 because it will pull on the pattern. Okay. Oops, I think I have to go back here because I left some strings behind. Not a good thing. Okay. So grabbing those 2 loops. Now I know sometimes it's a little bit hard because, you know, there's tight tension, but if you need to use a smaller hook to get in through there, then go ahead. okay, and then front post. So we're going to do that 6 times, okay, the increase twice on the same hook, on the same stitch, sorry, 9 singles until the mark point. Okay, so we've done already 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, and then continue the rest on the sides as we've been doing, like here, the 6 singles and then your front post. Now meet you at the end of my row. Okay, everyone, I just want to remind you also, when you're doing the 9, you have to make sure you come behind. That is the same one, so you'll have 2 on the same stitch, because if we do the count from here, we have, let's say, the 6, and then you have to come to do the 9, so you have to go into that 6th, okay? Just in case you're like, well, there's already one there. So we have already that one there for the count of the 9, okay? But you still have to go there to start your first count of the next one, okay? So you're just going to come back into that same one. So it's like having 2 in the same stitch, or else your count won't be as it's supposed to be, okay? So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So your 9 falls on top of there also, okay? So I'll meet you at the end. So we're doing this 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, okay? Both sides is the same way. Okay, everyone. So finished row 16, going to row 17. We've closed in with slip stitch. I'm going to skip this first single and I'm coming in the next single. And I'm going to do a single and then 2 singles and 3. Okay, we're supposed to have 3 singles left here. 1, 2, 3. We're not working on them. I'm going to come in where I have this front post double crochet, and I'm going to do another front post double crochet. We're going to create V's. I'm going to do a 2 chain. For some of you that have loose tension, you can do a 1 chain, okay? And I'm doing another front post. So we're creating a V on that same one there. And then again, skip that first single, come in the second, 1, 2, and 3. We have 3 left. We don't work on them. We come on this one here, just doing a double crochet front post. Stretch your thread if you have to. And then chain 2. And then come back in that same front post and do another front post double crochet. So we have the V's, okay, with 2 chain. I'm going to continue to do that until the marker on this side, okay? So I'll meet you there. Okay, everyone. So we're at the oval where I have the marker. We have the 9 singles. So we're going to skip 1, 2, and come on the 3rd. And we're going to do 5 singles. Okay, so two, 3, 4, and 5. That means that you still have those 3 singles up front. Now come in and do your front post, double crochet, 2 chain, come back in, and again, skip 2 going to the 3rd, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We have 1, 2, 3. Come into that front post with front post, chain 2. And then when you have to do this the 6 times, okay? And then when you get to the other side, you have to repeat with the 3 only. Skip 1, go into the second and do the 3, and we'll have 3 singles left, okay? So I'll meet you at the end of my row 17. Okay, everyone, so I finished my row. Coming in with the white now, we're going to be doing popcorn stitch. That's like for the middle of the flower. Okay, so I'm going to start where I have been working. So I'm going to do inside of the V. I'm going to do my single. And 1, 2 chain for my first double crochet. Okay, try to move this up a little bit. I'm going to have a total of 5 double crochets inside of the V's, all of the V's. 3, 4, 5. So you want to pull your thread a bit. You're going to come on that second chain we did and close it up. 1, 2, 3. So we have here the 3 singles, right? We're going to go on that middle one. So we're going to skip 1, coming in the middle one, and doing a single 1, 2, and 3, coming in that V again, and doing the 5 double crochets for the popcorn. This is where we have the 3 singles. At the oval we have 5, so we're going to go into the third one and do the single. So I have 5 double crochet, come on that first one. 1, 2, 3. Skip 1 into the next one. 1, 2, 3. I don't want my threads to be pulling. That's the problem with thick thread like that. 2 and 3 into the next one, and do your 5 double crochets for the popcorn. Now, some of you might be using thinner thread. If you want your popcorn to pop out more as a flower, then you can do an extra double crochet. Okay, so these are the sides that we're doing. Once we get to the oval, after the marker, so we have 5 singles, right? So we do our 5 double crochet popcorn, and then we skip 1, 2, and go into the third with a single. And then 3 chain again, and then doing the popcorn. And then 3 chain, 1, 2, into the middle. So we're going to do that 6 times. I'll meet you at the end of my row because this is just a repeat now. Okay, row 18.